guys, today I'm going to show you how to do cherries. I've been showing you how to do different types of fruit. So today let's try a couple of cherries. Now the first thing you want to do is draw it out. I have some drawn out here. And you can use something round and follow that. Use that to make a nice round circle. Anything that's round. You can use anything that you have in your house that's round, okay? And then draw out your two circles. So you put one circle here, and then you move this here to overlap the other one, and then draw your circle so that it goes behind that cherry. Now the first thing you want to do, the only colors you need are I have a mess here, but you need your primary colors of red, yellow, and blue. And you'll always need those when you're painting. And brown and green is nice to have extra, and white. And you can put some black on there too if you want to. And I'm just going to use a filbert brush. I find filbert brushes are great for making round subjects. So let's go with pure. Let's always go with the main color first, okay? That way you don't get caught up in trying to get different colors in different times. This is so much easier. You just get your main color on first, which would be the red cherry. And when you get that red color on, then you can start putting your shadows on. So let's get that on first. Now your red cherry. Try to keep the roundness if you can. There we go. Round as you can. Follow your outline. It's very important to get the shapes of fruit or anything that you are painting, because like I said, if you got a shape, if you're trying to draw or paint an apple and it looks like a pear, it's going to look like a pear. Okay, so that's a nice color. So far so good. And do the other one on this side. Alright, just go over and around, round. Follow your line that you made. Use your filbert brush. There we go. So I'm going to leave that little separation there. That's going to be for your shadow. So then all you have to do to get a shadow is add a little bit of red and a little bit of blue to darken it up for your shadow color. Just a little bit of blue, darken it up. Okay, I think you've seen that. Now, on this side here, we're going to have our shadow, so just come over here and go around the side. Good, we got a nice shadow. Just blend it in a little bit. Nice. See how that darkened that up nicely? Take your shadow color and put it behind this one so we can separate those two. There we go. You gotta have a little shadow between those two because that'll separate them. Good. And then we will add our shadow color on the edge of this one. Now, nice. Good. Now there's our shadow color. Now we'll take our red again. Let's take our red and let's brighten it up with a little bit of yellow. Let's see how that looks. Wipe off your brush if it's too much there. Brighten it up a little bit here in the center just so that we can get some highlight. And over here. If it needs another coat of red in the center, just put some more red on just to, oops, too much white. Okay, there we go. That'll soften it up and make it look so nice. And then all you need to do then is put a little highlight, so pure white, and find out where you want to have your highlight. So some cherries are darker. They're even darker than the red ones. So I'm going to do a nice dark purplish color one for you now, and all you need for that is always have your red, yellow, blue, primary colors, so that way you can use all those colors to make whatever you want. So I'm going to take some blue and a bit of red to make a dark purplish color. And then I'm going to put that on first. That's the basic color. Like I say, I always put the basic color on. Make it nice and round. Get something round. And go around and round. Fill it in. Fill it in with all your purple color. You might need a second coat to make it nice and smooth and thick. There we go. So we'll probably put a second coat on there. So you get a purple color. Red and blue. If you want it more on the red side, just add more red than blue. Okay. There we go. So now you're going to fill all that in. See how nice and thick it's coming out now? Because I put a second coat on there. Good. Now we're going to put, that's pretty dark, so your shadow's going to be pretty dark. So you might have to add a little bit of black. So let's try that. Let's try a little bit of black. And so we'll take a purple color that we made, blue, and more red than blue, get it on the red side, and add a little bit of black. That'll really darken it up for you. And then you just take your dark shadow and put it on. See, all those steps I'm giving you are pretty simple. Not very much work to those at all. That way you can get everything done fast. Put a little bit of shadow up there. Good. And what we can do then is lighten up a little bit of that there with some red. Let's lighten it up with a small bit of red. That's wet there, so let's just use basic red. You can use cad red if you like. And just lighten up this part here a little bit. Good. See how nice that is? And now you can take pure white and put on your highlight. So wherever you decide the light is, obviously if the shadow is on this side, then the light will be over here. Nice. Good. Now this one over here, we'll do those again because we had a bit of a glare. So we'll do some red cherries down here. So clean your brush if you're using the same brush. And we'll use the basic color again, like I always say, the basic color. So your basic color is going to be red. And you just fill them in with red. Whoops, I had too much water on. Now see, I try to teach you not to do things like that, and I am doing it myself. That's alright. I don't mind you seeing my mistakes. That way you can try to avoid them yourself. So as you're coming in towards this other cherry here, you're behind that cherry there, leave a little space there so that you know where they meet. And there we go, some more red. Red and over and down. Good. And then the other one in the back. I'm just using a filbert brush. Good. And leave a little space so you know where the shadow goes, okay? So there we go. Pretty simple. And now put your shadow on. Let's do it a little bit of that purple color again. So some blue and some red. We'll try to stay a little more on the red side, okay? So more red than blue. Good. And let's put that. Let's see. Where can we put that shadow? Well, let's put the shadow here first, so we can separate those two. Good. Let's put the shadow here so we can separate those three. And take your brush and clean it off. And wipe it off in your tissue. And then move that around so you smooth it out a bit. Good. Good. So you see your shadows. Now you see that they're separated. See how they're separated? Now nice. Okay, so let's put a little more shadow on, let's see, right here. There we go. If you want to make that darker, just add a little more blue to your red, but still more red than blue, okay? There we go, that darkens it up a bit more. So don't go into that line, you know, make sure that you can still see the separation. And a little bit up here. So this is where your shadows are. Clean your brush. Wipe it off in your tissue. And then move it around. Now, you got some shadows going on all over the place. There we go. Good, so you want to round it out and make them nice and shadowy. Let's go back in there again now with some, sometimes you have to go back and forth. So this time you just get pure red. And then you're going to put your pure red on there, just a red paint. I'm just using bottle paint. And you're going to put pure red on here, but you don't want to lose your shadow. Just go back over it again. Good. And some red here. That'll make it nice and smooth and much nicer. Now your paint dries is good because then you can put your red over it and it won't lose your shadow. See, you still got all your shadows. That's the main thing, get your shadows. And now your highlight, pure white. So decide where your shadows are, and then the light goes on the opposite side. A bit of light here, a bit of light here, and a bit of light here. And that is so simple. So I haven't showed you now how to put in the stems, but we could do that. So just take your purple color, take a liner brush, nice little skinny brush so that you can work with it. I'm going to put some purple, a dark purple, probably more on the blue side this time to make it nice and dark. And then I'm just going to put a little area in there so that you can put your stems in. Just a little touch and a little, depends on where your stem is coming out. See? And then you can put another one up here. And what you do is, so you can see it, is you get some white and you put white around the dark area so you can see it. You can even pull it out like this if you like. Just watch. Take a bit of white on the edge of that dark area and pull, 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 pull. Pull it out so that you can see there's some highlight on top of there. Or you can just go around the top, a bit of white just to highlight that dark, and that'll bring out the dark center. See? There we go. And then you get ready for your stem. And if you want to do your stem, just get your angular brush and put some brown on one side and some yellow on the other, and pull down some stems. You can pull it down or pull it out from there. You can pull it down. Pull down a nice stem. Then you got a couple of stems. And then you can just do a little leaf by doing some green on one side of your brush and yellow on the other side. So I keep doing some of the things a couple of times just so that you'll get used to it. Okay, I got the, you know what? Let's put the highlight on top instead of the bottom. There we go. Pretty good. There we go. So just touch and pull with your angular brush. Yellow on one side, green on the other. Touch and pull. There we go. You got a nice little leaf. A little leaf. See? Leaves are simple. So that's a few cherries. Good. A little stem over here. Brown on one side, yellow on the other. Pull it up so the brown is on the bottom. And another stem here. Good. And then you can take your liner brush and put your, let's see, a deep red. So we'll do blue and red. Make that deep purple color. And then maybe just make a little, where the stem is coming out, make a little dip. Good. And then a little bit of white. And just bring a little bit of white or out and around there so you can see where that is. Touch, touch. Good. And a little leaf. See? So easy, just all in one step. A couple of steps, really. Green on one side. Now you can have whatever colors you want. You don't have to have these colors. I'm just doing that to help you get started. A little push, touch and pull, touch and pull. Isn't that cute? And your shadow. A little shadow. Let's put a little shadow. A little bit of purple color, dark purple, red and blue. And we'll put a little shadow color so they look like they're sitting on a table. All right. They're sitting on a table or the ground. If they're sitting on the ground, you can put them sitting, or you can have them hanging off a tree. Whatever you want to do. If you're sitting them on the ground, you can get sit them in the grass or something. You can take a big old brush like this, bristle brush, and tap it into some green, a little bit of red or whatever colors you want to use, and pretend they're sitting on some grass. Maybe they fell in the grassy area. There we go, a little bit of grass coming up around. Just touch and pull. Pull up a little bit of grass, and you can highlight that grass with a little bit of yellow. There we go. Simple as pie. So that's it for the cherries. So I'll see you in the next video. So if you like this video or was any help at all, just like and subscribe and leave some suggestions on what type of fruit that you would like for me to paint and show you some easy ideas to paint fruit. Okay? See you in the next video. Sorry. See you in the next video from Allison Pryor.